is nice. It's relaxing. I'm having the time of my life. This is probably one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. It is reaffirming my love for jiu-jitsu, which, you know, I already knew I loved it, but man, it just feels, everything feels right out here. That's how I feel.
It's crazy that we're here, man. Happy, just very happy. Excited for the future, more stuff. Just happy, man. It might be the size of the boat, but it's also the motion of the ocean 100%. Because those big ones are like, whoa. It's a little scary. But thankfully we got this. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, mount. Watch the mount. Now you're the big, strong, wrestling boy. Well, then I'm just gonna take you back. But if you try to get up and force me, yeah, you're just gonna sit up because you're so big and strong.
This leg is also really emotional.
Gordon tapped Josh Barnett like that. He went to mount.
And he just said, I'm getting up.
And Barnett went, is that right, little fella? And he, hands on, tried to stand up. Just tried to throw him back that way. Sit up. Dump that out of the way, I'll let you out. As you come up and build your best. And then it's going to build out as it's the same exact move that we just did.
No, I know. I was like, I saw it.
Once you learn how to do one thing, if you understand it principally, you know everything.
Okay, then let's go at 7. So you got it this way. I'll see you there at 7. All right.
And I thought you left it. Perfect. Anyway, there I was.
I've been doing triangle like that day, and
People! Up there, people.
News team, assemble! Assemble! Hey, Ron. What's up? Oh. Hi. Didn't see you there.
We've been here literally the entire time you have.
I'm a little embarrassed.
News team!
it's okay. I was just like,
So, we'll just start and let everybody else come down as they do. Thank everybody for making it this far. Like, I don't know how y'all feel, but it's been a lot of trade-in, a lot of like excursions and stuff. So appreciate y'all staying in here and hanging out with us and still coming in to get the work in. You know, maybe adding up on a few of us all this stuff. So it's really fun. This is Catherine, for those of you who don't know.
Woo, been waiting for this one.
Yeah, this is the one I've been waiting on for sure. We had a BMAC camp, like a business meeting thing, back in Decatur last year, early this year, something like that. I don't know, and like a few of us were all in there. They did some like business stuff. We had meetings on that, and then they all taught different like seminars. And the best one that day to me was Lindsay's passing seminar. It really was. It's hit on some stuff that I didn't even have to think about so much. A lot of times, maybe because of my size, getting me by on people. Like my pressure is just being heavier because of my weight being heavier, right? So some of the checkpoints and things that you like to touch and maybe move around on that I don't really get into, I heard some really nice stuff that I could pass on to my people. So I was really excited and asked her to come down here and run through some of that stuff again so I could see it again and then y'all could see it too. So thank y'all for letting me get to see this stuff again with Lindsay.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming out this morning. So yeah, like Steven said, we're gonna go over some passing stuff. It's gonna be passing from Z. And let me just share with you for just a second. I don't want you guys to think, oh, well, this is the be all end all of Z-guard passing. It isn't. It needs to be one of the things in your library. Okay, so it was probably a year and a half ago, Brandon had me do a month of X-Guard, so I was studying a lot of Marcelo Garcia, and his philosophy is one more move. So I want you to think about just constantly adding to your library. These are some fundamentals of the Z-Guard, so if you're new or, you know, hopefully if you've got some color in your belt, you'll find some details. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so today we're gonna talk about Z-Guard with a low knee shield, all right? And at first, we're not gonna worry about the hands, we're gonna worry about the knee, all right? So I want us in the very beginning just to get in what I call home base, not because I'm trying to name it, because I'm trying to say it's the starting position. You can call it starting position if you want to. All right, so a lot of people try to pass with their belly attached to this knee shield right here, okay? So essentially he's got a seat belt, so he has control over both of my hips right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into this next position. So this is gonna be our starting position for all of our pathways. So I'm gonna put my hands on the ground. So this knee that's out in the back is gonna slide to his knee hit. All right, so today we're gonna talk about Z-Guard with a low knee shield, all right? And at first, we're not gonna worry about the hands, we're gonna worry about the knee, all right? So I want us in the very beginning just to get in what I call home base, not because I'm trying to name it, because I'm trying to say it's the starting position. You can call it starting position if you want to. All right, so a lot of people try to pass with their belly attached to this knee shield right here, okay? So essentially he's got a seat belt, so he has control over both of my hips right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into this next position. So this is gonna be our starting position for all of our pathways. So I'm gonna put my hands on the ground. So this knee that's out in the back is gonna slide to his knee pit. Slide to his knee pit, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this inside foot out to his ankle and extend it. So what I want to happen is I want him to be in an L. All right, you guys are gonna try to do this, and you're gonna only extend it like this far. This is too obtuse of an angle, right? 90 degrees. Okay, so again, we're here, he's got the knee shield in. I want to take my outside knee and I want to take it to the knee pit. You can see that already starts extending that foot. And then I'm going to take this inside foot to the ankle and I want to extend it out. I want to bring it up high enough to where his body is in that perpendicular 90-degree angle. Your pants on, you may find some friction right there. I feel like this is more stable. I have more friction right here. I'm also putting more weight on his leg, so it's harder for his hips to move. And I want to grab a trap and I want to open my hips up so that my hips are facing his hips. Bottom person, just move around a little bit. See what, okay? Right, so that's the reaction you're looking for, okay? So this should be heavy. My weight should be here, compressing this ankle to his hip. Okay, so here and here. This one's facing. All right, from this position, we're gonna have 3 different pathways. Depending on what his elbow is doing, it's gonna go, it might be in the back of his body, it may be stacked on top of his body, or it may be in front of his body. So we're gonna explore those 3 pathways. But I want you to get into that starting home base position, and let's just ride it a little bit. We'll see where our base needs.
Context for the Eakin. This is not necessarily when they got this shallow knee shield here.
No.
This is this play here where they bring the shield all the way across.
Take this position, ride it, think about those little details. I want this to be this foot here under the ankle, this shin on top of the knee, compressing that heel into the butt, pulling the trap in this way. Again, make sure that your hips are open. I'm not here. Yeah. Okay, my hips are open. Questions? All right, we go 1, 2, 3, clap. Go 1, 2, 3.
Just latch on to the upper body. Yeah. And make sure you're balanced there too.
Pushed into his foot, jamming his foot to his butt, while that hip is pushing that, this leg is still stapling across.
Go here. He was trying to show me how to do that. That I stabilize the hips sideways.
This kind of thing right here.
Yeah.
And this is what I say about in this scenario, I'm bringing this into the thing.
Feel off balance.
Yeah, I'm doing that first. Like that, see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to stay in the game, but I'm just trying to get you back. What I want to do right there is just straighten my leg and let him go.
That's what you want. You want that panic response all up in the and then this is all like stretched up, and I'm like, without, now imagine that I have his knees still like jammed up in there.
And he's pressuring.
This is there.
My knee's here.
This is there. But imagine my hip is really jammed, his foot's still to the floor. See, that's what I said. If I do all of this to people, they just let me go. They let me get past before I start doing it. Just holding going back in the glutes, and that's just pass, bro. Please.
When he does it to me, I'm just like, go.
I forgot a couple of the steps because literally they just take you a better yeah, that's what I said. I forgot some of it because I don't have to. It's weird. Like that's a really cool thing.
You good? Let me let you feel it. I want to do it to you. Here, straight up at the shin. It's more like
This is just to get past so you can get the side mount.
well, yeah, I mean, there's.
We'll do that in a second.
In this position right here, you guys still are trying to stay belly down. You're still trying to have like a straight downward force on this bottom leg. What I would prefer is it's more like, instead of me putting all my pressure through that shin, I'm putting all my pressure through my hip. Because some people are saying, it's a weird angle for me to put pressure right there. It is gonna be a weird angle if you're straight up and down. You're putting it straight downward force on that shin, okay? So it needs to be more of a hip. Go of the ankle, it comes inside the armpit and secures that inside space. Okay, let's do that again. All right. He's leaving his elbow back behind. I want to go squeeze in there. for my underhook, reestablish this trap grip, head control. I want my knee to go from the bottom of his knee to the top, pressure in, now rotate it to the top. Keep this ankle, take this knee, blade it down into that hip pocket. As I let go of the ankle, my knee comes inside and collects that inside space. Questions?
We need an Eakin.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Hey Brandon, I need my
Paging the okay?
I need my lovely. So again, starting home base position, whatever you want to call this right here. So now, depending on where his elbow is, that's what my next movement is going to be. Again, if it's back here behind, we go underhook with head and arm. All right, let's say this time he's just stacked it on top. So it's not in front or back, it's just stacked on top of his body, okay? So I can't get under this elbow to make any kind of grip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press forward at the hip, so I'm still compressing that ankle, and I wanna collect the head. And I would love for my elbow to be on the mat. Brennan's.
Go ahead, no, you're good.
Ow! So I want to collect his head, and now instead of my knee blading into that bottom hip pocket, I want to take this top arm, and I may have to like give a little bit of release right there for me to be able to dig my hand in, but I need this hand, and I'm punching my fist to the mat right here. Right arm punches down to the mat, controlling this lower body. I still have the same positioning with my feet, but now so I'm kind of like with my right hand here that's punched to the mat, straight, strong arm here, and that gets rid of that top knee shield position. So I kind of shuck it off here. Right hand, flat hand goes punch through down to the mat. So you see how I had to lift off a little bit to be able to get my hand in there. So as I'm ready to pass, I kind of get a grip sometimes here, so I'll go like lat grip or armpit, just so I don't fall off the top. So I straighten that right arm so that knee pops out. Now my palm goes flat to the mat, that bottom hip pocket, so that he can't bring that bottom leg back inside. Now as I let go of the ankles, that right knee goes under his hip and flattens him out. So you're game from here. Any other questions? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Worse at your threes, guys. Stay focused, fams.
And if you don't react with it, like if I don't have it pinned out enough, she's hitting it. She's saying circle back to the underhook, and that starts to look forward. This is more what you do, is moving your butt. Not sticking you so you feel easy to move. This is
Okay.
There we go. Now left arm over the head. No, don't wrap it like a guillotine. Just bring your elbow towards you. There we go. Put your elbow down on the flat on the floor. There we go. Right hand through. There we go. Remember wall of flesh right there, so she doesn't regard with her bottom knee the whole time.
This is the question I had. Down here, you can push it to the floor.
rotated into the mat. That negates that hook. Okay, questions? 1, 2, 3.
I use my elbow right now. That's on post.
Hey, somebody shut that monkey up, man.
I'm on it. I'll fight that monkey, dude. I'm trying to fight that monkey.
Man said a little paintball gun. That's why they couldn't have monkeys in Alabama. Them bitches have been.
What about that transition, dog? What about that transition?
What about that right there?
I don't want that.
How does that make you feel? What does that make you feel? Crescent kick.
You can't crescent kick nobody.
That was nice on camera too.
On camera. They didn't see me block it. Get yourself. Flying trap. Oh.
That was break fall.
Break fall. Break fall.
Yeah, this probably is your show. Don't ask me. I don't know. That's not my move.
Not my thing.
I mean, I like too big.
Yeah, that just changed everything. You know, we use a knee pump all the time, but like using right here, I would always try to like bring in the kick, but people with long legs will follow me.
Catch
that
it.
pummel
Sticky
changes
foot.
everything. Yeah, the sticky feet.
Sticky foot. This is really good details.
Yeah, that's why I said this is why I asked for it.
That's
why I asked
saw
for
him
this.
teach it. I'm sorry, my weird purple belt senses were tingling. I heard something about a double boogie.
Yeah, your purple belt stuff did start coming over here for that.
You don't want that.
What are y'all doing in here? And you don't want no part of this shit. Sounds kind of expensive. It's the cheapest drug there is.
You don't want that. This shit's bad for you.
Buggy choke. Homie was getting buggy choked, so he went underneath him to defend it. And when he was underneath him, he sat there for like 2 or 3 minutes, and they just finally, one hand position to the other, just stuck inside the buggy choke, threw his own buggy choke, finished said buggy choke inside of another man's buggy choke. It was
buggyception.
It was buggyception for sure.
That's the most 10th Planet shit I've ever heard of.
It was super 10th Planet. At 10th Planet HQ, and the crowd went wild. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Alright, let's come back in. We're going over the last halfway.
Watch stuff.
So like, this is the grip you're going with? Like, what do you?
I was playing with different ones, yeah. So push it towards your belly most of
the
the
big
time.
thing is like, if I take this and I'm not, like if I cross your center line, let's say it's just like a Russian or something that's not even as good. If I get across this line of my foot, and my body crosses the center line, that's gonna be a sag. So like whatever your grip is, as long as you step across my body, you get your grip.
So I play it a lot of times, like, I'm trying to get this ear, and then when they try to pull their arm back from me, that's when I'm going. So they bring themselves across on me, instead of me stepping across more. That's how I try to play. Because I'm not the wrestler guy, so I'm usually like, hey, he's gonna pull his arm back, boom, and I slap him in the dick with it.
As long as you get, you know the deal.
Hot take.
You go to there, they come to you. As long as you get across that center.
I said, can we take this space to do the training we're learning?
Old dick twist, gets him every time. I like that. Set up offense or defensively from
That's what I was saying.
Basically, like Kyle was talking about with those wrists, you can either throw them or they can throw you.
Which one do you want?
It's either. It's both. What situation are you in? That's what you need to do. Yeah. I'm not out wrestling this cat.
Yeah.
But if I grab him, he's gonna maybe try to out wrestle me, so I can use that against him.
Run down that train.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make some wrestling reactions from him.
Maybe I could show some shit. I'd like to show you, dude. I have this. It's the stupidest back take.
Please do that.
It's the stupidest back take.
That's what I want.
It's from a cut across pass. When people like kind of come up and beat you,
we might as well use them to flex on
dude,
everybody.
Well, I got you. And listen, the bad part is it looks stupid when you do it, but you will revert. You will go from a cut across pass to a reverse triangle. Dude. Cut across pass.
It should look like you're doing
flash
it wrong.
bang.
The more ignorant it is, the better.
Dude, well, this one's.
Do you have a really done name for it?
Can I invert?
No, I don't even know what to call it right now.
Dude, I don't actually want to submit you to that. I want to hold you down so long that you sit there and go,
this is
all right,
fucked.
man,
No, I
is
hold you
stupid."
down for a while and then I submit.
Yeah.
We
don't
giggle
know if
about it
it's-
and then I tap.
Yeah. They giggle. You
Those
reach
are
up
the
and go,
best.
ha.
Those are the best.
Got your nose?
Yeah.
Neck crank. Yeah, dude. I like to party. What can I say? It feels like humidity is probably roughly 80%. You know, we've been at about 100 for most of the week, so it feels a lot better. I'm gonna say 72, 73 degrees or so, based on the way that we're going Fahrenheit, baby. I'm American. Fucking, I don't know how to do 32 plus 9/5 of whatever the other number is. It's too much science and math for me. It's hot or it's cold. That's all I need to know. Is it raining? No? All right.
I appreciate you telling me that.
We out here. I don't agree with what the actual thermostat says. I know my stuff. Okay? I trust me. I don't trust this modern technology stuff. They just want you to believe it's 81 for some reason. I'm gonna look into it and find out what this 81 conspiracy shit is. I don't believe it. You're not gonna convince me it's 81. It's not. What's it feel like? Feels good. All right then. Feels like 110. It's like, well, that's hot. Okay. We're not gonna play there. I don't want to be here at 110 degrees. So make sure you're doing all that and then pull the ground in for your tight too. Now switch from there when you pass. This hand grabs the back of his head, and then that puts that elbow down to the floor so you can grab your ankle. And then lay your chest into a circle. Yeah. So for you versus Lindsay, it's gonna be a lot harder to
Am I blood choking this?
Yeah, I mean,
he's getting my blood choking.
He's doing it. Yeah, pretty good job blood choking. Yeah.
You're the man, bro.
I'm not a huge darts guy, so on the side. But when I think about it, it's just like any other triangle choke in a lot of ways. I need one thing blocking this artery on his side the best I can, and then one blocking this one. Okay. Right, and that's gonna get the blood in. So if I've got his cap of his shoulder on one side, right, and then the other is still just gonna be it's like my bicep arm, right. And so then that's what makes it the blood choke. But the more that this is up at all, it starts getting into the cranks. And so you may not get taps as much from the choke. But like I said, if he taps because I'm cranking, then fine. Or if I lay here for 30 or 45 seconds and he taps because he just realizes he's so screwed and it's so comfortable and he's giving out of breath, that's also fine. Right?
But if you want the blood choke, you push
But
against
in a perfect scenario gets that, the cap of his shoulder on one, and then my bicep or whatever would be on the other.
Okay. No, that's it. That's what I need to know right there.
Any blood chokes, you want to get the pressure on the cardiac. If not, then you're not getting the blood. You're getting like an air choke or whatever, or crank, which is fine, right? Okay. It's just like a head and arm. A lot of guys, they get it here, and they think it's the same thing, but it hurts, and people tap because you can suffocate them a little bit with it too, but it's not going to give you that blood choke feeling. A blood choke doesn't hurt.
You just go to sleep.
It's like, I'm all right, and then you wake up and they shake.
Getting people in weird, stretched out positions or curling them up, and they don't know what to do. So just try it out. Like I said, not the be all end all, but it's definitely some good solid techniques to add to your technical library up there. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here.
Oh, that was amazing. Let's all get up and get in here, get a picture. We'll get some rolls in and stuff, and then we'll break for the midday.
Love it.
All right, everyone. Are you ready?
All day.
We're going to say cheesecake. On 3,
Vegan
1,
cheesecake.
Vegan
2,
cheesecake. Vegan
3.
cheesecake.
Y'all are not excited about that vegan cheesecake.
If you like this, good. We like it too. That's why we filmed it and put it out here on YouTube. So you should like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the other episodes. We're going to be dropping a new episode every Friday. Okay? So thanks to our sponsors that allow this to be possible, the Musgrove Trial Firm, 678-226-1994, Dogfight Dojo, Supernatural Survivor Gear.
Almost.
Why can't I say that?
I can cut in.
Why can't I say that?
So cut. Now
Dogfight Dojo and Supernatural Survival Gear. Does anybody else have trouble saying that? Supernatural Survival Gear. Survival. Supernatural Survival Gear. Some tongue twister, Kent. God. I'm sorry. Thank you to our sponsors, the Musgrove Trial Firm, 678-226-1994. Thank you to Dogfight Dojo and Supernatural Survival Gear for the rash guards that they sent down to everybody at the camp. Those things were amazing. And thank you to Foxhound Fuel for the hydration packs. I got several good people feedback from having that down there. Special thanks to Hotel Costa Verde where we had the event. Without them, none of this would have been possible. So thank you so much to them for allowing us to have the event there. Thank you to Manuel Antonio Surf School and our friend Lorenzo. They set up some amazing tours for us that you'll see later on in this season. Several waterfalls and an awesome surfing day that's going to be cool. You don't want to miss that. My buddy Lorenzo, thank you. Piece of shit. If you don't drink Foxhound Fuel, you're probably dead because you're dehydrated.